Alright, I'm here with this 1968 Cyclone GT. Of course, it is a fastback. I just picked this car up a little over a week ago, and I just wanted to show you guys a couple things why you never take one of these cars that's supposedly been sitting and just take it down the road without going through it and checking some basic things, because it might look good on the inside and the outside like this one does, but when you start taking a look at stuff, there's some sketchy stuff, and it could cause catastrophic failure if you just would take this car down the road. So I'm going to show you like the front brakes right now. Like I said, if you look at it, you're like, oh, it's a nice driver. Well, that could be far from the truth. And the first little sign, if you see that, is completely contaminated, which leaves you to believe that there's going to be other problems. And we drop down, and yeah, unless these are some new high-tech brake rotors, cross-drilled, maybe cross-grooved, that's not good. And somebody was driving this thing. Those things are like almost over 1/8 of an inch deep. And some other things you're going to want to check. If you look here, it's missing retaining hardware on the outside. It's actually even missing, it's going to be hard to see, but the back cover is completely gone on this one also. Sorry about the poor lighting. And then some other things you're going to want, if you check out that ball joint, it's completely blown out, which you might as well go ahead and commit to upper and lower. And on the other side, when I go in a minute, I had to beat these calipers off. They are frozen. And usually what happens too is the guide pin right there, that always gets frozen. And so you want to get new ones of those. And the boots are always dry rotted. So just go ahead and save yourself the headache and get new hardware kit with rebuilt calipers or new calipers, and actually go, get the rotors, get the inner outer bearings, the seals, dust cap. I have all that stuff in the trunk. Let me go around to the other side, show you a couple other things I found. So now if we jump here to the passenger side, yeah, don't need to explain this again. You can see what's going on here. Always, sorry about the finger there, but make sure you check the brake hoses too. I mean, they're always going to be bad, more than likely. They're cheap enough. You can see it's already swollen. It's clogged almost. There was no fluid that barely came out of this thing. So this is definitely a very old hose. It could be the original one by the ribbing. This is what I found. The shield too. They did not know how to install it, so they put it upside down and just twisted it to make it fit, because it's supposed to look like that. And you can clearly see that yeah, it doesn't look like that. And you can also see the upper ball joint completely blown out. I already know the bottom one's blown out, but again, I had to beat these things off, the calipers. And so while you're under here doing an inspection before you order a bunch of stuff, just start looking. Look at the idler. They just double stack washers on that. So you can order actually a bolt kit from AMK, sorry, and get the correct bolts, so you don't have to do that. That's just hideous. And if you check out the bottom of the idler arm, my light, that's not good either. And if you just move the wheel, yeah, imagine going down the road like that. Talk about shot. And they just double stacked a nut on there. That's crazy. So yeah, You might as well do tie rods, everything else like that. Go ahead and knock it all out. It's cheap enough. But that's just one thing I wanted to show you guys on one of these. And when you pick them up, don't just put gas in it and drive it down the road, because you could just, I mean, look at this. I already knew that there was a problem with the brakes, but until I pulled the wheel, I didn't know how bad it was. But just check out the rest of the suspension when you're under here. Of course, it's got the old school holes have been wallered out to get to the grease fittings. Somebody put shocks on it not too long ago, but other than that, this suspension is completely blown out. Luckily, I have all new stuff coming for it, but I just wanted to do a quick video on that. One of the main things you should check as soon as you get these cars, brakes, because if you can't stop, what the heck is the purpose of what's, you know, underneath the hood? But thanks for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, and check out the other videos. Talk to you later. Bye.